All right, so let's talk about something that I think is incredibly important if you're serious about building wealth. You've probably heard the stats, seen the headlines. The average millionaire isn't just relying on one paycheck, they're playing a different game, a smarter game. It's not always about working harder at your single job, though that can be a starting point. It's about working smarter and diversifying where your money comes from. We're talking about creating multiple pathways for cash to flow into your bank account, often without you having to trade every single hour of your day for it. This isn't some get-rich-quick fantasy. It's a documented strategy that successful people have used for generations. Millionaires don't just work 9 to 5, they build income streams. 7 of them, to be precise, according to studies by people like Tom Corley, who researched self-made millionaires. And the good news, these aren't secret, inaccessible methods reserved for the super elite. These are strategies that, with the right knowledge and effort, you can start implementing in your own life. Today, we're going to break down exactly what these 7 income streams are. So, if you're ready to move beyond the single paycheck mindset and start thinking like a millionaire, you're in the right place. We're going to go through each one step by step, explaining what it is, how it works, and give you some ideas on how you can begin to build these for yourself. Make sure you stick around for all 7, because understanding this framework could genuinely change your financial future. And hey, if you appreciate this kind of breakdown, do me a solid and gently tap that like button for the YouTube algorithm. It really helps out the channel. Let's get into it. All right, let's kick things off with the most common and familiar income stream for pretty much everyone: earned income. This is the money you make from your primary job, your 9 to 5, or any employment where you're trading your time and skills for a paycheck. Whether you're a software engineer, a teacher, a plumber, or a barista, the salary or wages you collect fall squarely into this category. It's the foundation upon which most financial journeys begin, providing the initial capital that can then be leveraged to build other streams. This is active income, meaning if you stop working, the income stops. It's directly tied to your ongoing effort and hours. Now, while some people might look down on earned income because it's active, it's absolutely crucial, especially in the beginning. It provides stability, predictable cash flow, and often benefits like health insurance or retirement plans. The key here is to maximize it as much as you can. Negotiate your salary, acquire new skills to increase your value, or even take on a higher-paying job if it aligns with your goals. Think of your earned income as the engine that powers your wealth-building vehicle. It's the fuel you need to get started and to invest in creating those other, more passive streams of income that we're going to talk about next. Don't underestimate its power as a launchpad. Next up, we have profit income. This is the money you earn from businesses you own. This could be anything from a side hustle you run in your spare time, like selling crafts on Etsy or offering freelance services, to owning a full-blown company with employees like a local coffee shop, a marketing agency, or an e-commerce store. The beauty of profit income is that its potential is often uncapped, unlike a salary which usually has a defined ceiling. If your business does well, your profit income can grow significantly, far exceeding what you might earn from a traditional job. It's about creating something of value and being rewarded for it. Profit income can be either active or passive, and that really depends on the business model and your involvement. If you're a solopreneur actively managing every aspect of your business day to day, it's very much active income. However, if you build a business with systems and a team that can operate largely without your constant intervention, it can become significantly more passive over time. Think of a laundromat owner who has staff, or an online course creator whose product sells automatically. This stream requires entrepreneurial spirit, risk-taking, and a lot of hard work up front, but the rewards can be substantial and life-changing. All right, let's shift gears to our third income stream, interest income. This is where your money starts making money for you, often with very little active effort on your part once it's set up. Interest income is earned from lending your money out. The most common examples include the interest you earn from high-yield savings accounts, certificates of deposit, money market accounts, or government and corporate bonds. Essentially, you're allowing a bank, a government, or a company to use your capital, and they pay you a fee, the interest, for that privilege. It's a foundational element of passive income. While the interest rates on something like a basic savings account might seem small, especially in certain economic climates, it's still your money working for you 24/7, even while you sleep. And when you start dealing with larger sums or explore options like peer-to-peer lending or investing in bond ETFs, the amounts can become more significant. The key here is that it's generally very passive. You deposit your money or buy the bond and the interest accrues automatically. This stream is all about preservation and steady, albeit sometimes modest, growth. It's a safe and reliable way to ensure your cash isn't just sitting idle and losing value to inflation. Moving on to number 4, a personal favorite of many long-term investors, dividend income. This is money you receive as a shareholder in companies that choose to distribute a portion of their profits back to their investors. When you own stock in a dividend-paying company, you're essentially a part owner, and these payments are your share of the company's success. Think of big established companies like Coca-Cola, Johnson & Johnson, or Apple. Many of them have a long history of paying out regular dividends to their shareholders, often quarterly. This is a fantastic form of passive income. The beauty of dividend income is that it can provide a steady stream of cash flow, and if you reinvest those dividends to buy more shares through a DRIP or dividend reinvestment plan, you can benefit from the power of compounding, growing your stake and future income even faster. While stock prices can fluctuate, dividend payments from stable companies tend to be more consistent. Building a diversified portfolio of dividend-paying stocks or investing in dividend-focused ETFs can create a robust income stream that grows over time without requiring you to sell your underlying assets. It's like getting paid to hold on to your investments, which is a pretty sweet deal. Chapter 5. Income stream number 5. Becoming a landlord, rental, income. Our 5th income stream, and one that's very close to my heart, is rental income. This is the money you generate from owning real estate properties and renting them out to tenants. This could be a single-family home, a duplex, an apartment building, or even commercial properties. The concept is straightforward. Tenants pay you rent each month, and after covering your expenses like the mortgage, property taxes, insurance, and maintenance, the remaining amount is your profit, your rental income. This has been a classic path to wealth for centuries, and for good reason. Rental income can be relatively passive, especially if you hire a property manager to handle the day-to-day operations like finding tenants, collecting rent, and dealing with repairs. Of course, there's work involved in finding and financing the right properties, and if you self-manage, it's more active. But the potential for consistent cash flow, property appreciation over time, and significant tax benefits makes real estate a very attractive income stream for many millionaires. It's not just about the monthly cash, it's about building long-term equity and a tangible asset base that can provide security and growth for years to come. Chapter 6. Income stream number 6. Profiting from asset sales, capital gains. Alright, number 6 on our list is capital gains. This income stream comes from selling an asset for more than you originally paid for it. Think about it. You buy something, it appreciates in value over time, and then you sell it for a profit. The most common assets that generate capital gains are stocks, bonds, real estate, and even collectibles like art or rare coins. For example, if you buy shares of a company for $100 and sell them a few years later for $150, that $50 profit per share is your capital gain. Similarly, if you buy a house for $300,000 and sell it for $400,000, you've realized a $100,000 capital gain. This income stream is typically passive in the sense that the appreciation often happens over time without your direct daily involvement, although the initial decision to buy and the decision to sell are active choices. Capital gains can be a significant source of wealth, especially from long-term investments. It's important to understand the tax implications, as short-term and long-term capital gains are often taxed differently. Millionaires often strategically manage their asset sales to optimize their tax liabilities. This isn't about quick flips necessarily, but rather about patient investing in assets that have the potential to grow in value significantly over the long haul. Chapter 7, Income Stream number 7. Your ideas paying you royalty or licensing income. And finally, our 7th income stream, royalty or licensing income. This is money you earn from letting someone else use your intellectual property or creative works. Think about authors who earn royalties every time their book is sold, musicians who get paid when their songs are played on the radio or streamed online, or inventors who license their patents to companies that then manufacture and sell the product. It could also be income from franchising your successful business model or licensing out software you've developed. This is the epitome of creating something once and getting paid for it over and over again. This is often one of the most passive forms of income once the initial creation and legal groundwork are done. You put in the hard work up front to create the book, the song, the invention, or the brand, and then, if it's successful, the income can flow in for years, even decades, with minimal ongoing effort. The barrier to entry can be high as it requires a unique idea, talent, or innovation, but the potential for long-term, scalable passive income is enormous. It's about leveraging your creativity and intellect to build an asset that generates revenue independently of your time. So, there you have it. The 7 income streams that many millionaires leverage to build and sustain their wealth. We've covered earned income from your job, profit from your businesses, interest from your savings and loans, dividends from your stocks, rental income from real estate, capital gains from selling appreciated assets, and royalties from your intellectual property. It might seem like a lot, and honestly, building all 7 takes time, effort, and a smart strategy. You don't need to tackle all of them at once. Start with 1 or 2 that make the most sense for your current situation and skills. The key takeaway here is diversification. Relying on a single source of income, especially one that's purely active, is risky in the long run. By strategically adding more income streams, particularly passive ones, you create more financial security, more freedom, and more opportunities for growth. Think about which of these streams resonates with you the most. Maybe you're great at your job and can focus on maximizing earned income to fuel investments in dividend stocks or a rental property. Or perhaps you have a killer business idea that could generate significant profit income. Ultimately, the path to financial independence isn't about luck. It's about education, planning, and consistent action. So, take what you've learned today, do some more research, and start thinking about how you can implement these strategies in your own life. And hey, if you found this video helpful, make sure to smash that like button for the YouTube algorithm, subscribe if you haven't already for more content just like this, and let me know in the comments below which income stream you're most excited to build first. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.